Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia, and thanks so much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It is quite a simple card. This one's made in Tranquil Tide. It is a 2017 to 2019 in colour. We're going to make today's project in Call Me Clover, another green, but this is one of the new in colours that we've just brought out, or Stampin' Up's just brought out, and it's one of 5 colours. I'll just bring in all 5 just to quickly show you. I have shown you before. So they're very primary colours, I think, and very rainbowy too. Call Me Clover, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Lovely Lipstick and Blueberry Bushel. So today's card is going to be in Call Me Clover. We're also using a stamp set that is new in the new annual catalogue called Rooted in Nature. And we're just using this sentiment, "You are wonderful." And we're also using the Nature's Roots framelits. This is a 12 framelit kit that you can buy in a bundle and save 10%. So these all cut out these stamps here. And we're using these 2 framelits here. So bringing in the card base, I have a card base of Call Me Clover. I'm just going to fold and score that. And we're also using shimmery white. So I'm going to do that first just so it has time to dry. So I'm going to squish my ink pad to create some ink inside the lid. Now these new ink pads, it's a little bit harder to do that, and I don't have a re-inker for it yet, so just have to be a bit persistent there. Okay, beautiful, that should be enough. Bringing in the aqua brush, I'm just gonna pick it up with some water and pop a little bit down. This is a nice bright and vibrant colour, and that's what I actually really like about all the in colours that they've brought out for this new annual catalogue. They're very bright, very primary. So just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a little bit more. I'm just going to flick my aqua painter. I need a little bit more water down in that barrel. There we go. Just to get that. Now you can see where I've already put some of that down and the water is pooled, it's actually pushing some of that ink away. So it'll be left with these sorts of, this look here, where it's pushed some of that water away, which I think looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to move that aside just to let that dry. Now we're going to have to do some die cutting on one of the pieces, and then on this piece we're going to put down our sentiment. So I've got the sentiment here, I'll bring the ink pad back in, and I'm just going to quickly stamp that sentiment. Just like that. While that's drying a little bit, I'll bring the big shot in. I'm going to lay the detailed framelit down first and run that through. And this gives it a really good impression. Look at that. Pretty cute, isn't it? So now we're going to run that one back through with the framelit to cut it out. Can you see that dimension there? That's great. with this one, we're just going to cut all the way around it, fussy cut. So I'll quickly do that. I'll fast forward it so it's not quite so long. So just like that, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to stick that down on the Call Me Clover cardstock. I'm just using Tombow glue here. So by gluing that down, then I'm going to fussy cut around that again, just to give it that little bit of a border. There we go. So now this hasn't quite dried, so what I might do is I might just hit that with the heat tool. So that's nice and dry, and you can see all those. You can see all those spots there now. So this is going to be glued straight down. I'm going to use my fast fuse. I still have some of that left. And then I'm going to stick my sentiment straight down on the top of the leaf. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just in the middle there like that. And that gives me a bit of wiggle room as I'm placing it down. I'm going to have it just on a bit of an angle. Whoop. Just like that. Put some dimensionals on the back. And pop this up. I'm just going to bring some rhinestones in. And I'm just going to put 3 of these ones in. So one up here. So that one's really nice and bright. This one's a little bit, the Tranquil Tide's a little bit duller, but absolutely gorgeous. All the measurements and supplies for this project you can find on my blog. In the description of this video, there is a link to my blog as well as my online store. I have a Hostess code for the month there as well. So if you are in Australia and you would like to purchase your Stampin' Up supplies through me, please use that Hostess code and I can send you a free gift. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love it if you left me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.